What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video and or a live stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we have to talk about the newly released 2023 Toyota Sequoia, the cousin to the Tundra SUV, as some call it. A lot of questions were coming out of this vehicle. Will it look like the Tundra? Will it be the same thing as the next generation Tundra? Well, all of those answers are here now, and I gotta be honest, Toyota knocked it completely out of the park. We're talking grand slam that hasn't landed yet. The Sequoia looks amazing. I've always thought of the Sequoia as Toyota being involved in the large SUV landscape, but never really putting a lot of, I'm not gonna say time and effort, just kind of being a second thought. It had the old 07 to 13 DNA of the Tundra in this past generation. And it wasn't a bad vehicle. And like I always would say when I talked about the Sequoia, when I had the press vehicles and everything like that, it was a vehicle that was purpose built. Like, you're not going to buy that just to drive yourself around. You're going to buy that when you have a family. And they tried to do a TRD Pro package on it that I thought was pretty awesome, but I don't think a lot of people are taking a Sequoia off-road. Well, I might be wrong now, because this 2023 is absolutely amazing. It does have a lot of DNA of the next generation Tundra, but it's kind of its own thing as well. The body lines are amazing. We're going to look at all of it. I'm not necessarily going to go detail by detail because there's so many videos out there on this right now, but just an overall, the 2023, the capstone trim is there like the Tundra. There's a TRD Pro, there's an SR5, there's a Platinum, there's a TRD Sport package, there's a TRD Off-Road package. You could get the multi-terrain select, the crawl control, the lockers on certain packages like the TRD. So it has a lot of that Tundra in it, but it's its own thing as well. And then, after we talk about all that, we're going to talk about the one thing on this vehicle that I think they absolutely nailed. This vehicle has the iForce Max engine, which is the hybrid 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 that's also available on the Tundra. So everybody seems to be very interested in that. They got rid of the V8 as we expected, but let's take a look at this truck and we'll kind of go through it, and you can tell me in the comments below what you like and dislike. So what we're going to start with is the overall details from Toyota. This is just the bullet points here, so let's check it out. This is the all-new Sequoia, builds upon three-row Toyota SUV heritage, and I will say I feel like this one will be a true competitor to some of those other large SUVs, because this thing is freaking amazing. I am in love with this truck. Capstone luxury grade leads full lineup of full-size SUVs. Standard hybrid iForce Max powertrain offers power and efficiency, and that iForce Max gives you an impressive 437 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque, the max tow capacity of up to 9,000 pounds. Of course, this vehicle is made along with the Tundra in TMMTX in San Antonio, Texas, assembled in the USA. Very important. And it will be available in the summer of 2022 as a 2023 model. So let's take a look at some of the pictures here. And this is just Toyota stock pictures, but I thought you'd want to see. All right, this is a great side shot of the new Sequoia. This is the capstone we're looking at right here. I'm 100% just behind this vehicle. I think it looks amazing. I was afraid to see what the Sequoia would be. Knowing what we came from with that 07 to 13 DNA of the Tundra look, I didn't want it to be exactly like the next generation Tundra. I feel like if they put the time and effort into this vehicle, it could be its own thing, and our prayers were answered, because the body lines of this are amazing. If you remember the old Sequoia, it kind of had a bubbly look to it, like the body lines, everything was rolled. This has more of a distinct look to it. Absolutely amazing. Pros and cons, I have no cons yet. I'll be completely honest with you. Even something like this in the capstone, this thing's going to be expensive, I'm sure, but it's going to be completely fully loaded. Wheels look good on it. Everything flows together nicely. I'm not a big chrome guy, as you guys know, but the chrome here, it just works with the red. It's just, the body lines on this, they blew my mind. They blew my mind with this vehicle. But let's go to the next picture here. So this is more of the shot of the rear. A very unique looking, rear end there. Big Sequoia splashed across the back. The Toyota badge has that blue outline around it, meaning hybrid. Just a great stance. Like I said, I love the body's more squared off now. It looks amazing. Once again, not a home run. This is a grand slam. Everything looks modern on it. It looks like they took their time, did it right, and they want to make a big splash in that large SUV segment. Why not, right? This is the inside of the capstone, very much like the Tundra. This is growing on me more and more every time I see it, even with the Tundra. The capstone trim is going to be something that a lot of people want to buy, if they're up around that price point where they want to be. The blue lights look awesome. You get the big screen. If you were not a true Toyota Tundra / Sequoia enthusiast, you wouldn't really know what you're looking at right here. This could be a Sequoia or a Tundra because everything looks almost identical, but man, it really looks good. Whoever came up with that capstone trim, whoever brought that to the table in the press board meeting, whatever, high five to you because it looks really good. Here are the back seats of that capstone trim. Just looks absolutely awesome. You get that big pano roof on the top there. Everything looks very premium in this. Now, don't forget, this is a Sequoia, so this thing can seat right here, what we're looking at, like 7. So you get those captain chairs in the second row, and then in the third row, you get yourself, well, there you have it right there. You could sit 3 more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful truck. You also get your own climate control in the back there. You could put the temperature exactly as you want it, so you get some options with that as well. So when you're back there hanging out, you don't have to have the same temperature settings as the driver and front passenger. Okay, so here's another trim. This is the Limited. All right, so here, the best part about the Sequoia for me right here. Let's stop here on the Limited for a second. This is a trim that's going to be below the TRD Pro. It's going to be below the capstone. It's going to be below the Platinum. And it still looks completely premium to me. Everything looks good. It looks like it has the same wheel and tire package as the TRD off-road SR5s on the next generation Tundra. I could be wrong. I'm just looking at it right now. Kind of looks that way, but same idea at least. And everything, once again, flows together nicely. Now, this has a lot less chrome than that capstone, and as you can see, it still looks amazing. Everything flows together nicely. You can really see the accented body lines here with less chrome on it. Just grand slam. Grand slam. I'm telling you. Here's another shot of that Limited. You got that air dam coverage down on the front valance there. The grille looks amazing. It's got that Toyota logo once again with the blue outline, meaning hybrid, iForce Max engine. This thing's going to roar down the road. If you've ever driven a Sequoia in the past generations, 5.7 liter V8, it never had a problem of getting up to speed, pickup or anything like that, but it definitely felt really heavy. I think the iForce Max is going to take care of that with this generation of Sequoia. Absolutely beautiful. And we move down the road. This here is the inside of the Limited. Everything is black. Everything looks nice and premium here. You don't have a lot of color splashed all over the place. It's just silver, black, and gray. Can't go wrong there. Now, to me, this is the bread and butter. When they offered the TRD Pro Sequoia a few years back, I believe it was model year 2019 was the first year, I didn't understand why they were doing that because I don't feel like that makes sense in the large SUV category. If you're going to buy a Sequoia, you're going to buy it purpose-built. I don't think you're going to take something that gigantic off-road, but you know what? Probably wrong. Usually am. Look at this thing. This is the 2023 Sequoia with the TRD Pro trim. It looks amazing. Front end looks great. It has a lot of that DNA, like I said, from the next generation Tundra. You get the light bar, Toyota Heritage grille. You get the wheels, the BBS forged wheels. Just a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. Here's a good side shot on it. So the good part about this is you're getting that Fox suspension. You're getting all that stuff that you get with the Pro package, but you're also getting the utility of a large SUV that's going to seat 7. You can't go wrong here. You could take the family wherever you want. And I feel like a lot of people are going to go after this one more than any other because why not? If you're going to spend money like this, you might as well get something that looks awesome and is capable. And once again, can still take the kids to soccer and hockey practice and all that too. You get the roof rack going, and it's not a gigantic roof rack. It looks really good the way it flows. It's not, standing up tall like it's, a huge overlander setup. I think it looks really good here. Wheel and tire package, once again, looks great. You get your side steps / rock rails. They're really close up to the body. Everything looks good there. Here's a good shot of the front end, and I want to focus on this front end right here before we move on. A lot of people are not a fan of the next generation Tundra front end. They don't like the way the grille and the lower bumper center section flow together. I feel like this front end right here on the Sequoia is perfect. I think if this front end came out on the next generation Tundra, you would not hear any complaints. This looks amazing. That separation between the grille and the center part of the bumper on the bottom is the key. It looks awesome. The headlights look awesome on the next generation Tundra, and this. That's a win. I like the new Heritage grille, but it's that separation people are not, the lack of separation in the 2022 Tundra that people are not a huge fan of. With the Sequoia here, they did it right, and that's a big separator. This gives the Sequoia more of a unique front end. It's not exact, but I think if the Tundra adopted this front end, we would have had a different story. This is more of an up-close look. As you can see, that Toyota Heritage grille, flat black. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful grille, beautiful setup. You get the 3 marker lights over the Toyota. Once again, the light bar right under it. And if you can see, right under that, you get a little camera sitting there as well. This front end is night and day better than any I've seen in a very, very long time. Makes me want a Sequoia, I'll be honest with you. Love it. Here's another shot of that TRD Pro coming through the woods at you. You got those fog lights down low. Just a slam dunk. We did Grand Slam. This is a slam dunk. It's also a hat trick. Perfect game in bowling. Whatever you want. This is everything. Another shot of it roaring down the off-road sector there. Looking really good. And here's a shot of the suspension. It's going to be the same setup as your 2022 Tundra, the TRD Pro. Looks amazing. And here is the interior shot of the TRD Pro Sequoia. Same idea as that TRD Pro Tundra. You got that, and I feel like the best part of this interior, even with the Tundra, that big Toyota Heritage splashed over the glove box. It looks awesome. TRD written on the wheel. You get the red lines accenting all over the place here. You get that red TRD start button. You get the accented pedals. It just looks awesome. You're going to get that 12-inch digital gauge cluster, the big 14-inch screen. I mean, this is premium. You're going to get everything. You get those, camo-inspired seats that are going to look real good. Just absolutely awesome. So there is no pricing on this yet. It's going to be out in summer 2022, so we don't have to wait too long on this. Feel free to go in the comments below and let me know what you think the pricing will be. Now, if memory serves me correctly, the TRD Pro from last generation, not including markups, not including chip shortages, not including COVID or anything like that, the sticker on, let's say, a 2020 TRD Pro Sequoia is in the 60s, 66. I believe I'm right there. So taking all that out of it, how much do you think this one will cost? My guess it'll be, let's say, TRD Pro here, mid to upper 70s, total guess. So let me know what you think. If you are a Tundra owner or enthusiast, which you probably are watching this channel, do you think they slam dunked the Sequoia? Do you love the front end, which I think is the best part of this vehicle? The body lines are great, but that front end, it was kind of a less is more approach. It wasn't that giant Toyota style grille. I love what they did. Again, all they did was separate that grille and the center part of that front bumper. Night and day difference. So would you like to see that front end on a Tundra? Are you someone that is interested in the Sequoia? And last question, and this is the most important one. Are you someone that is interested in the new Sequoia, even though you may not need the utility of seating 7 to 8 passengers? You just love the look of it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Guys, have a great day. Be safe and be well.